looking to refinance and save some cash? With the rates low again, is now the time for you. Well, back this morning is our very own mortgage expert, Chip Cummings. Hey, buddy.
Hey, Mike, how are you?
Not too bad. How are you?
Good. Money is cheap. There's no other way to put it.
That's what I'm hearing.
Record low rates.
What, like in 5 decades?
Yeah. Well, actually, we haven't seen rates above 6% since November of 2008. And right now, at an average rate of 4.57 for a 30-year fixed. I mean, now's the time to get the money. It's too cheap.
And you would think that people would be running to get it again, but that's not the case so far.
Not necessarily. You got two factors working. Number one, we've had some inflated values in some markets, of course. And number two, declining values have also triggered a concern regarding appraisals. You know, can people really get the value out of their home to refinance effectively? And that's been a real concern.
Yeah, because I've even heard people talking about their homes and, well, I'm over my head now.
Yeah, there's a lot of upside-down properties in which refinancing, I don't care if the rates go to, 2%, it's still not going to work because the value is just not there in some cases.
And you said the money's cheap, but is it tougher now for people to get into the refinancing as far as the application process and that kind of? It seems like it is a little bit tougher.
Well, it is a little bit, especially in some of the conventional programs. FHA has a great program called a Streamline Refinance, and what that allows you to do is simply not even look at your value, look at what it was before, and actually refinance what we call a common sense loan without all the paperwork. You simply get a lower payment, a lower rate. You don't have to go through the credit check. You don't have to go through the appraisal. They don't check your employment. I mean, they want to make sure you're employed, but they don't work numbers.
That's always key.
Yeah, can you pay us back? That's one of the keys.
But I'll take it anyway. Yeah.
So that's a great program for somebody that's concerned about their values.
And any recommendations you have for people? I mean, do you say, hey, get out there and get after it if you're gonna look at refinancing?
Yeah, a couple things. Number one, check with a mortgage broker or mortgage banker to find out what sort of programs and what sort of costs are going to be applicable to your situation. And then number two, calculate the costs and figure out what the savings is so you can figure out how long it's going to take to pay for itself. You don't get to deduct these costs like you do on a purchase transaction. A purchase transaction, the same year, we can deduct those for tax reasons. A lot of those costs. Refinances, we can't. And so you've really got to take a look at the savings, and within a 2 or 3 year period, it probably makes sense.
Yeah, because sometimes you might think, well, I'm getting a better deal, but it might just be a few dollars difference compared to what maybe you have now.
Right, and you could be setting yourself backwards because if you've only got, let's say, 17 years left on the mortgage payment, and now you take out another 30 year, the amortization is going to set you back quite a bit. So you want to be careful of the numbers, and that's where a good mortgage professional can help you out.
All right, sounds great. Chip, good to see you.
Great to see you again.
Thanks for being here. We appreciate it. And for more information, of course, you can go to our website at fox17online.com.